Every night, millions of people around the world repeat the same ritual. They close their eyes and plunge into a state of apparent inactivity called sleep. At first glance, this seems strange. After all, why would evolution allow human beings to spend about a third of their lives unconscious and vulnerable? For centuries, this question has intrigued philosophers, doctors, and scientists. Today, we know that sleeping is not a waste of time. On the contrary, it is one of the most important activities for human survival. While we are awake, the brain works nonstop. It processes information, controls movements, interprets emotions, and makes decisions. This constant effort generates metabolic waste that needs to be eliminated. During sleep, especially in the deeper stages, the brain activates a cleaning system known as the glymphatic system. It functions like a nighttime maintenance crew, removing potentially harmful substances that accumulate throughout the day. But brain cleansing is only part of the story. Sleep also helps regulate hormones essential for the body's balance. During the night, the body adjusts the production of substances that control hunger, growth, metabolism, and even mood. When we don't get enough sleep, this delicate balance is affected. That's why sleep-deprived people often feel hungrier, become more irritable, and have difficulty concentrating. Scientists have also discovered that sleep is so important that extreme deprivation can lead to serious physical and mental problems. In experiments conducted throughout the 20th century, individuals who stayed awake for extended periods developed mental confusion, emotional changes, and significant loss of cognitive performance. These results showed that sleep is not a luxury, but a fundamental biological necessity. Thus, every night, when we feel the weight of tiredness and seek a comfortable bed, we are fulfilling a vital need of our organism. Sleep is nature's way of restoring, protecting, and preparing the body and mind for a new day. Imagine spending an entire day learning new things. You talk to friends, read the news, watch videos, and solve problems. All these experiences generate information that needs to be stored by the brain. However, the brain cannot organize everything instantly. It is during sleep that much of this work takes place. Researchers have discovered that while we sleep, the brain revisits much of the information acquired throughout the day. Some neural connections are strengthened, while others are discarded. This process helps transform temporary memories into more lasting ones. It's as if the brain organizes a library during the early hours of the morning, placing each piece of information on the correct shelf. This function explains why a good night's sleep improves learning. Students who sleep adequately tend to perform better on tests and have a greater capacity for content retention. The same applies to musicians, athletes, and professionals who need to develop specific skills. Sleep allows the brain to consolidate what has been practiced or studied. Besides memory, sleep also promotes creativity. Often, problems that seemed impossible during the day become easier after a few hours of rest. This is because the brain continues to process information differently during certain phases of sleep, creating new associations between seemingly unconnected ideas. Lack of sleep, on the other hand, profoundly impairs these abilities. People who sleep little often report forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, and reduced productivity. The brain simply doesn't receive enough time to organize and consolidate lived experiences. Therefore, when someone says they're going to sleep on it, there's a scientific basis for that expression. Sleep not only rests the mind, but also strengthens knowledge, improves memory, and helps find creative solutions to the challenges of everyday life. Although many people associate sleep only with mental rest, its effects on the body are equally impressive. During the night, various biological systems kick into action to repair damage, strengthen defenses, and restore energy. One of the most important functions of sleep is related to the immune system. While we sleep, the body produces proteins and substances that help fight viruses, bacteria, and other threats. People who maintain a regular sleep routine tend to have greater resistance to infections than those who frequently sleep poorly. Sleep also plays a fundamental role in physical recovery. During the deep sleep phases, the body releases growth hormones responsible for the regeneration of tissues, muscles, and cells. This is why athletes value a good night's sleep so much. It directly contributes to recovery after intense exertion. Another important aspect involves the heart and blood vessels. While we sleep, blood pressure decreases and the cardiovascular system receives a period of relative tranquility. This rest helps protect the body against problems that can arise when the body remains constantly under stress. The relationship between sleep and metabolism is also significant. Adequate sleep helps control glucose, appetite, and energy expenditure. When sleep is insufficient, hormones linked to hunger can increase, leading to overeating and making it difficult to maintain healthy habits. Throughout life, sleep acts as a silent tool for maintaining the body. Without it, repair and protection mechanisms lose efficiency. Just as a car needs regular maintenance to continue running well, the human body depends on sleep to preserve its health and performance. To understand the importance of sleep, one only needs to observe the effects of its absence. After just one night of poor sleep, many people notice clear changes in mood, attention, and energy levels. The brain slows down, concentration decreases, and small tasks seem to require much more effort. As sleep deprivation continues, the problems become more serious. The ability to make decisions can be compromised, increasing the risk of errors and accidents. Studies show that driving while very sleepy can be as dangerous as driving under the influence of alcohol, as reflexes and judgment are impaired. Emotions are also impacted. Lack of sleep reduces the brain's ability to regulate feelings, making people more irritable, anxious, or emotionally sensitive. Simple situations can seem much more stressful when the body hasn't received the necessary rest. In the long term, regularly sleeping too little is associated with several health problems. Research indicates links between chronic sleep deprivation and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, diabetes, and mood disorders. Although many try to compensate for lost sleep on weekends, this strategy does not completely replace a healthy routine. Despite all of humanity's technological advancements, there is still no substitute for sleep. No energy drink, medication, or technique can fully replicate the biological processes that occur during a night's rest. Sleep remains an indispensable need, shaped by millions of years of evolution. So, when bedtime arrives, we're not just ending the day. We're allowing the brain to reorganize, the body to repair itself, and the mind to prepare to face new challenges. Sleeping is one of life's simplest activities, but also one of the most extraordinary for human survival.